Before we get into the podcast, I just want to say sorry for the audio because it's coming from the camera and not from the mic. So yeah, just letting you guys know. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast and I will make sure I'm better next time. Welcome to episode 5 of Perspective Podcast. We're really on episode 5 now. This is crazy. The consistency continues, the marathon continues for real, and we're really here. But yeah, this is a podcast where we talk about music, life, fitness, and things from all perspectives. If you're new to this, make sure you follow and subscribe and just stay in tune to the podcast. I hope the camera quality looks good. I've got it on 4K today. You know, we've chose to up the specs a little bit. Usually I do this on 1080p, but I hope I have enough battery. I have my shit charging right now. So, hey, it's all in God's hands. I've got a spare battery, so if it runs out, I'm just going to put a battery real quick or just switch it back to 1080p. But, hey, I have faith, so we're just going to ride it out. Yeah? Cool. Firstly, I want to talk about the TikTok ban in America. That shit was crazy. So what happened was, there's been talks about TikTok being banned in America. I still don't know the full reason why, but they just weren't cutting it. They were like, yeah, we're going to get TikTok banned. TikTok is one of the apps that accounts can really make some money and just grow a business from this in terms of being their own content creator, selling their business, selling their clothing, selling their art, just selling a lot of things. Hey, you guys already know that stuff. So there's a lot of content creators or TikTokers that have been growing and growing their business to the point that an app is getting deleted. So they were all crashing out, bro. They were going crazy. There was literally quite a few that were just going crazy. Shout out to I don't know if you follow him, Chris. He was one of them people that was like, oh, I don't think it's gonna be car. And I was one of them people. I did not think that the TikTok ban would do anything. I literally thought that it'd be back the next day or within the next couple of hours, which happened. So then everyone's crashing out. TikTok goes down for like 14 hours, and then they make a post saying that we spoke to Donald Trump. Donald Trump helped us to get that back. And now they're on this like patriarch movement saying thank you to the president, which, okay, cool, like shout out to him, but to just bring the app back, you're gonna say that, oh, shout out to Donald Trump. That's like the minimum good thing that he could do. You know what I mean, there's still a lot of things that he can do than an app being brought back. Hey, you can't please anyone, so fair enough to the man. US community is in the hands, bro. And that's literally where most of my viewers come from, USA and UK. And if I'm going to America to go Coachella, and I won't be able to record and upload it in there, but I'll actually, oh my gosh, I'll be finished. I'll actually be finished. Wait, if you go to America, your TikTok account is gone. What if you're British or from a different country and then you go to America? That is tough. Yeah, that is tough because I actually would have been finished. I would have been fuming. I've been on Reddit. Oh my gosh. I downloaded Reddit the other day and I've just been looking at stuff or what people are saying. A lot of people are camping or car camping, and man, I low-key wish I did car camping, but at the same time, I don't have a car. At the same time, I don't have, well, I'm not trying to rent a car. It would have been money. I think, yeah, it would. Now that I realize it, it would have been money. It would have been more money than the money that I'm actually spending, or maybe not. I don't know, but I've spent the ticket. I bought the ticket and I bought the Airbnb I'm staying, and the Airbnb is right next to Indio, and Indio is literally in Coachella. It's like a 50-minute drive. So Uber, it may be like $20 or some shit. I don't know, but I'm willing to do that because hey, I want to have a place to stay, place to sleep. But the one thing that I will miss is like that community side of a festival. I feel like camping is so fun because you can literally do whatever. You can you literally can do whatever. It's to the point that you don't sleep. You don't sleep for one. You don't sleep. You walk around for time, and you're just making new friends. That is what I did when I went Reading. But I feel like me going to a different country, I feel like staying at a place is a perfect thing to do because that's kind of big to do that. You know what I mean? I'd rather do a camping in like UK than doing it in America, especially if I'm going to the festival for the first time in a different country. You know what I mean? And a big festival, like I need to ease in a little bit before I actually will consider doing camping. But besides the point, we're lit. We're gonna be there, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. I hope that the fires and shit, well, the fires are done now, but I hope it hasn't affected anything that when I go LA that it just gets in the way. It probably will, but I'm just happy to be going there. Mac Miller dropped Balloonerism, and I'm gonna do my little review of the album. And all I'm gonna say is, I like it, but it definitely isn't an album that I'll be listening to a lot. There's a few songs that I like on there. Funny Papers, Mrs. Deborah, and Pony Rides, $5 Pony Rides, something like that. I like those songs off the album. Well, it's more of a project than an album. This album was more for the real Mac Miller fans, and you can definitely see because the amount of connections that these people had to the album than me, who's just like a normal, casual listener. But you never know. Like, some people may have had that connection. It just wasn't me, like it did with Swimming. And I'm going to listen to his other albums. I'm going to listen to I'm gonna listen to Circles, and I'm gonna listen to Define Feminism or Divine Feminism. No, Divine Feminine or Define Feminine. I don't know. And it's crazy that it was Mac Miller's birthday yesterday or the day before. Ever since I started tapping into his music, I've just been seeing more of him on like my phone, like on my Twitter or like on my Insta, and I never have. But what's that thing that the things that you say or the things that you talk about something that you really like, and then you keep seeing that same thing, or like a car, and then you keep seeing the same car. But I don't know what that had with anything. That does not have no correlation. But Mac Miller's Balloonerism album, I like it, but it's not something that I'll really be listening to. I definitely need more time. But so far, it's a cool album, nothing crazy. And there's one song, the outro. It's 11 minutes, and the way that the album finishes, it's so weird. Like it honestly is so weird. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's weird, and it's doing the same sound for minutes. The song finishes time ago, but it's just doing the same sound. It will make me more sad if I was a Mac Miller fan because it does sound very depressing. Deep It, that may be the last Mac Miller project he will ever put out. I might do a. There's not a lot of things to talk about. Whose album releases this week? Sench. Would you guys like an album review to the album so I can put you guys on some Sench? Because even though it's very big, do people listen to his like underrated songs? His Wild West album is an underrated one because there's good songs on there. The underrated songs off Wild West: Tension, Hate or Love It. My favorite on there is Hate or Love It or Tension. But yeah, there's Undercuts, man. He deserves some praise. He has a lot of praise, but he deserves some praise for his underrated ones. He deserves a lot of praise for his underrated songs. The Weeknd was supposed to be dropping his album on Friday, same day as Sench, but the guy pushed it back and said because of the LA fires. Hey, the guy's afraid of Sench, bro. He's afraid of him. I feel like The Weeknd would have gone number one in USA, but in UK, Central C would have gone number one, if that makes sense. I feel like The Weeknd just gave an excuse to push an album back because why not? And he's trying to dominate. And let's be real, Sench is a big artist. If he was made just strictly for the LA Fires, fair enough. But I don't think that there is. I don't think that the album was even done. I don't know why, but it just seems very incomplete and rushed, even though it's been 3 years since his last album. Wait, 22. Wait, did you release 3, 4, 5? Yeah, it's been 3 years. Even though it's been 3 years since his last album, 3 years has gone by quick. Sheesh. But yeah, even though it's been 3 years since his last album, it still feels like it's been rushed. Well, this album rollout anyway. Real. And that album cover, his eyes are so reflective. Like you can really see the reflection through his eyes. That shit is clear. Drake has withdrawn from the case against Universal Music Group and Spotify and just all the record labels, and just trying to get onto Kendrick and all the people that thinks that they got paid by Kendrick to promote Not Like Us or whatnot. But yeah, he's withdrawn from it, which in my opinion, it's a smart thing to do. He should have done it anyway, because if you think about it, one, that's a lot of money. Yes, I know that, hey, he's Drake, he's got a lot of money already, but that would have been a lot of money and a lot of years, because there's not really a lot you can back from it, and maybe you can, but it just wouldn't have been right to just continue to do that, because it wouldn't have been it. Because if you deep it, even if it was true, not a lot of the content creators that they think got paid to do that, they they haven't really said anything, and they really cannot. They cannot say anything. Like for example, NFR, bro. When all that stuff happened, they did not say a single word, which makes it even, which in my opinion makes it believable about the situation. But they just chose not to say anything, and I may be wrong, but they have not said a single word. The only people that have said like, the only people that have said a few things is ZS and Billy, because they do not care. I was watching Big Sean and Jay Shetty. Big Sean and Jay Shetty. I think I'm saying it correct. Jay Shetty. Yeah, I was watching their podcast that they did together. They always do good podcasts together. Like they're really good when they're talking because the things that they say is very inspirational and generational. And I'm not even capping. They are always in the bag and they never miss. Sometimes during the podcast, they're a bit like they're glazing a bit too much. But in terms of their friendship, I understand it. I understand it. But bro, when I tell you the podcast is good, there's this one part where he was like, there was one guy who had two glasses of water, one crystal and one normal whatever, and then he spoke nicely to one of the waters, and then it went very clear and crystal, and it just looked very bright. And then he spoke to the other one, the normal. He spoke to the normal water, and he spoke to it in like a bad manner. You know, it was very negative, and it just was not nice to that one. But it was nice to the first one. So the nice water, well, the nice water, it looked good because of what he was saying. But the water that he was giving his bad energy onto, it turned out being dusty and just filled with dirt. And that is really a clear indication that we are made from 70% water. So the energy that we give out and put to ourselves will literally be transformed inside us. Hence why people probably get more sad and stuff because they keep saying a lot of bad things. The way that you speak to people, the way that you speak to yourself, and the way that you just move on with yourself, it shows a lot about your character and it shows a lot about how you're managing your waters, literally. And I want to be that type of person that just continues with what I'm saying. Yes, I know I make mistakes, but watching what you say and watching how you communicate with people, it goes a long way and it goes a long way for yourself. If you want to continue to stay pure in heart, you really have to watch what you say because life will come at you fast. I also spoke about journaling, and I've always said this, guys, write on your journal. It's so important. Started writing on my journal 20th of June 2022. The way that I write on my journal, I write things that I'm grateful for. I write things I'm grateful for. Three things minimum that I'm grateful for, especially reading scripture from the Bible. I read the New Version and I read the Old Testament. I find it easy reading the New Version rather than reading the Old Testament. But that's only sometimes. But yeah, write on your journal because it goes a long way. It's helped a lot with my mental health. And if it can help me, then it can help you because that's one of the best habits to continue to do. Write on your journal, and it only has to be 5 to 10 minutes. Me, I take like 30 minutes. I take like 30 minutes or less. I take 30 minutes because as soon as I finish, I go and pray. Billboard did a statement talking about their top 10 albums, and gosh, that list stinks. That list is horror. So I'm gonna just go through a couple. So number 10, they got The Fame by Lady Gaga. I don't know, maybe not. All the Right Reasons, Nickelback. What? Shout out to you for real. Number 8, My Turn by Lil Baby. Bro, put in My Turn. My Turn is a really good album, but do you really want to put My Turn over some other albums? That's kind of crazy to me because there's so many albums that are better than My Turn. For it to be the best album, top 10 album in the 21st century is crazy. That is actually very crazy. And there's no Kendrick album, there's no Drake album, there's there's no Travis album, and you're putting that album in the top in number 8 as the best album in the 21st century. Fair enough, because that is literally the only rap album on there. But you know what I mean? Number 7, Hollywood's Bleeding. They're very backwards. They'll put Hollywood's Bleeding, but they won't put Stoney or they won't put Beer Bungs and Bentleys, which are literally better than Hollywood's Bleeding. I feel like they're only putting Hollywood's Bleeding because of the like big songs that came with it. For example, Wow and Sunflower. But yeah, damn, that's actually crazy. Number six, One Thing at a Time by Morgan Wallen. Number five, Hamilton, an American musical. Number four, 1989 by Taylor Swift. Of course, they're gonna put Taylor Swift in there. Number three, Fearless, which uh, number two, 21 by Adele, which is actually very valid. And then number one, Dangerous, the double album by Morgan Wallen. Man, that is actually very poor because there's so many albums that are better, and it's just crazy. They literally threw in so many random albums and they said, yeah, fuck it, let's just put the album in there. Honestly, I feel like the Apple Music Top 100 is better than the top 10 Billboard albums, and that's a fact. And then they did the top 10 songs or top 100 songs. Absolute stinkers everywhere. They really have shut on the bed. I want to talk about my fitness and how things are going. And bro, I feel like I'm injured. My right medial knee is in pain. There's pain on my left leg near my tibialis anterior. I've just got pain, bro. I've got pain, and I don't know what I'm doing. But as a sports therapist, I shall be doing some rehab because this is not it. This is really not it. And it's crazy because I know it's not form because my form is good, but there must be something that is wrong because I don't know why it's happening. I really don't know why it's happening. I don't feel no pain until like after, but yesterday I just started to feel the pain and it just was not going. Today I've been feeling the pain. Actually, tell a lie, I started to feel the pain on Friday and no, Saturday, sorry, and it's just not good. It's really not good. Like after when I was at work, which is random, I did my two workouts, right? And I was feeling good after them workouts. I go home, get ready. As soon as I'm at work, I'm in pain. Being injured can be frustrating because I was injured last year and now I'm injured again and it's low key in the same place. It's low key in the same place and I'm thinking, damn, why am I back? It happens for a reason also. But if my eyes keep shutting, I'm sorry, bro. I'm actually really tired. I don't know what's happened. I really don't know what's happened. Like this sleep is catching up on me and I've got to edit this podcast, edit these two videos and get it uploaded. But we'll do that. We'll do that. It's light work. Guys, I'm an uncle. My sister, shout out to her, the goat. She had a kid, bro, and that's my nephew. Yeah, it's a nephew, and I can't wait. Whenever they go through problems, I'll be there. They're not gonna be going through that alone, and I can't wait to be a good uncle. Well, I can't wait to be an uncle. Period. My nephew, I can't wait to go with him. I can't wait to have a life with him. I can't wait to I can't wait to do stuff and go away, go holidays, and just treat him. You know, he's not alone, and he has me. And when I'm getting older, he'll be at this age that I'm at. Oh my gosh. I genuinely cannot wait. I seriously cannot wait, and I know for a fact I'll be that cool uncle because we all need that guy for real. We all need him. But yeah, I can't wait. Actually cannot wait. As we go into the new year, sometimes I'll be feeling overwhelmed, especially last week, balancing my job that I'm at. Have two jobs, my postgrad job and my bar job. Balancing those two back to back, overwhelming galore. And especially my postgrad job. I'm very grateful, but sheesh. I pray that content comes saves my ass so that I never have to go back because it's just a lot, bro. And there's nothing that I can't handle. Like, it's a cool job, but it's just not something that brings me the most joy. The thing that brings me the most joy is literally content. My favorite thing to do, which gives me the happiness, is content, and that's a fact. And nothing will ever be able to do that for me, and that's okay. But I don't want to give my energy on things that don't serve me purpose, and I feel like I'm doing that with these two jobs anyway. The one thing I'm very grateful for that while I'm working, it's able to help me to be able to save for when I go to America or when I want to do different things. And I'm very passionate about that, and I'm just very grateful. But it's just not what I want, not what brings me happiness. And when people ask, "Oh, do you enjoy the job?" I'm just like, yeah, yeah. But like deep down, I'm thinking, that's literally what I'm thinking. But there's nothing that can be done. Actually, there is something that can be done. I can quit, but I don't want to make the same mistake again. So during those times of overwhelming, I always know that I'll be okay. Like we'll get through it, and that's okay. But damn, Overwhelming kills. Overwhelming kills. I'm gonna talk about my favorite songs right now, and I'll still be listening to McGee. McGee is such a good artist, bro. McGee is a really good artist. I really will say tap into his music. McGee. I'll be listening to Don Toliver. Don Toliver, Love Sick, Life of a Don, and Heaven and Hell. All those three albums, very good. I made a video talking about which artist has a good 3 album run, and I should have done Don Toliver. I want to get a new vinyl. I have a vinyl, right, and it's one of the suitcase ones. Therefore, those vinyls are not good for your vinyl player because it can ruin it. And I don't want to have a vinyl that is just going to ruin my vinyls. I want to have ones that will last for a while. I want to have ones that are really good, but they're like £200. They're like £200. But I'm I'm willing to rise up that cash. You know what I mean? But just not now. No chance. Let me know what vinyls you want me. Actually, should I even ask that? Let me know what vinyls you're interested in me to get, not what vinyl you think I should get. Because what matters is what I want to listen to you, not what you want to listen to you. What I want as a vinyl. Because that's important. You gotta think about the stuff that brings you the most joy and what brings you the most nostalgia, especially in a vinyl. Tyler the Creator, his album Chromacopia sold 1 million. Have I really been listening to it? Not really. I've only been listening to Sticky and Thought I Was Dead. Thought I Was Dead is a good song. It's just catchy. It's just very catchy. Like you thought that nigga was dead. You thought it, nigga. Like that's just catchy. Also, I've been listening to. I like Hey Jane. I like Take Your Mask Off. But really, truly, I actually have not been listening to Chromacopia like that. I want to see what it's like during a tour because I feel like when a tour starts, that's when the album starts to make more sense. For example, Utopia. When he started his tour, it just started to make more sense. Like you really have to see an album live for you to actually get more of a sense of the album. One thing I'm gonna recommend you guys to do is to go through your like songs, go through your playlist, and take the songs off that you don't listen to as much. Me included, I should do that because I haven't done that in a while. But I did it to my playlist the other day, and it's just a good refresh because there's a lot of songs that you don't listen to that are just laying around catching bugs in your like songs on your playlist. Because I'm gonna tell you how many songs I have in my like songs. I've got 2,261 songs in my like songs. That is a lot of songs, and also that is a lot of storage. I like to have my songs in very high quality, so I'm willing to to lose some storage just so that I can listen to good music. And really, truly, Spotify doesn't even give the best music quality. Apple Music does, but I'm still willing to stay on Spotify. There's a lot of dead songs in there that you probably don't listen to no more, or there's some songs that you just grew out of, or you realize that when you're listening to your like songs, you may be skipping the same songs again. You gotta have that time to just have that refresh time and just put new songs in there and just take some songs out because you never know how much time you're saving to just skip songs and to just have straight bangers. But at the same time, therefore be open to putting new songs in that you haven't listened to. Always listen to new music. I feel like especially as people who listen to rap, me included, can be boxed in with listening to the same songs. But I've always been that type of guy that wants to dive into different music styles and just different types of music. I've been listening to more indie than anything recently. I've been listening to a lot of Sam Fender still till this day. He has this song called Mantra. Man, that shit's really good. But yeah, I've been listening. I've also been listening to like more R&B. I've been listening to a lot more. I've been listening to a little bit of house. There's this group called is it Another or I don't know Another or even Key Music. I spoke about them briefly, but I've been listening to them quite a bit and they go crazy. And I've been listening to Jungle. They released a song, right? It's called Keep Me Satisfied, bro. One thing about Jungle, they're really good when it comes to their harmonizing. Jungle are really good with their harmonizing because they make sure that shit is flawless. If you listen to one song, they have a song called Let's Go Back. Their harmonizing on that song is perfect. They really have like the high end, the low end, the mid end. That's one thing I love. Bro, can we talk about harmonizing? Like harmonize people who harmonize in their songs. Harmony in a song is so harmony is a good name. People who harmonize songs, bro, that is a beautiful thing to do because it just makes the song sound really good and it brings all the layers together in a song. People that do that are really good is Beyonce, Billie Eilish, Jungle, Brent Faiyaz does it, but he does more low end. But there's a few more artists that do it, and bro, harmonizing in a song is perfect. Travis does it, but only on his live shows, and I wish that Travis did his harmonizes through his actual songs because if you watch his shows, and if you've seen him live, if you watch his shows, you realize that he doesn't sound the same from when he does from his actual songs because he's harmonizing. Jeez, bro, the way he harmonizes on some songs are perfect. For example, 90210, Mafia. What else? There's another song that he harmonizes really good. Thank God. Even My Eyes, like those songs there, he's really good at harmonizing because he's just good at getting all those elements. And as well as it sounds good as he mixes it with the original audio. But a lot of artists should do that, harmonize your songs because it just brings more of a layer. For example, Wildflower by Billie Eilish. The second verse, bro, she's going crazy. Oh my gosh, bro. Listen to Clairo, bro. This album right here. Listen to her, bro. Listen to her because it's a really good album. I was listening to it. I've listened to it a couple months back, but I was listening to it again on my drive back from Milton Keynes, and that album is really good. There's one song on there that I really like, Second Nature, and Cherapin, Cherapin. I don't know. Yeah, but even Adult My Love, Juna, Sexy to Someone, bro. The album is really good, and it's only 38 minutes. We love albums that are that short and concise because it just really makes you appreciate the art. But yeah, definitely listen to that album because it's really good. And she's really good. She has a soft voice and she's gonna be at Coachella. But oh my gosh, bro. So I was on Reddit, right? But I'm actually a Reddit head now. I was on Reddit, yeah, and I was looking at the set times and obviously it's just predictions because the the set times are not out. They always release like on the day before. Clairo's gonna be clashing with an artist I want to see. I forgot who it is, but I can't be bothered to go through these clashes. And apparently, Travis will be performing his set at 11:50 p.m. That's fucking late. I've never seen an artist that late before. Actually, have I? Nah, for a festival. I feel like I have for. To be fair, J Cole came out late, but 11:50 is crazy. That is ridiculous. I'll be tired, bro. I'll actually be tired. I'll actually still be jet lagged for a little bit. He's gonna release 4x4. Oh yeah, he's gonna release his 4x4 song. And if I'm being honest, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of 4x4. Maybe I need to listen to it properly when it releases, but I'm not a big fan of it. I prefer his other songs that he released, the one that he had with Cash Cobain, where he like previewed it when he was doing his AP exclusive watch in New York. And then he has another song where it's like, "Hey girl." It sounds like Fear of Heights, but he has a few songs here that are just better than 4x4. And he has another one, but there's a few songs, like a few snippets that he's done that are just better than 4x4. And I don't know why I don't know why. I don't know why. And a lot of people are hyping it up. Fair enough, like it sounds cool, but it just sounds very 2016, 2017, but not even like 2016, 2017 Travis. It just sounds like a 2017 song that just grew out quickly, and that when I listen to it, it just does not sound good. Maybe I need to listen to it again, but it just I don't like it. I actually do not like it. But hey, maybe my mind will change. Don Toliver has been coming with some snippets, and they may be dropping Jack Boys too. I hope he does before Coachella because I want to hear some new music from him. I'm sorry for you guys that you had to see me being so tired from the start of the podcast to now because for some reason I've been woken up, and that was ridiculous. But yeah, Travis's new songs he's gonna be dropping soon. He posted a video of him walking at like I don't know if he's not doing the Super Bowl, but he's gonna be doing some halftime show for something, and we're gonna be seeing that. He's in his bag this year. He's really in his bag. His comeback needs to be studied. I mean, he never really fell off, but from the 2021 Astroworld incident, nobody wanted to work with the guy. Now he's actually back. He's been back. I feel like now that he has his Coachella headline, bro, he's back. Also, one thing I want to talk about Coachella before I finish. I feel like I talk about it every episode, but they don't like to release a lot of videos from that festival. It's very exclusive, very exclusive. I was looking at YouTube videos, there's not a lot, and I was looking at TikTok videos, there's not a lot either, which is very, very concerning. But we're gonna be the ones to get that shit up and going this year, and I will make sure, for real. We will make sure. Songs of the week. I did a video talking about my favorite songs right now, and I'm gonna just do that before we finish. So my favorite songs of the week for you guys to listen to. Daxter in a News Agent. She's really good. I came across a video on TikTok, and I've just been listening to her music. Miggy, a little bit more, very good. Mac Miller, Funny Papers, spoke about that earlier. Cleo Soul, In Your Own Home. That is a brilliant song, bro. I actually love that song. Keen's Music, Saving My Love, top tier song. Kendrick Lamar with TV Off. I like the song, but I only like the first part, and then I skipped the second part. And it's good to listen to at the gym too. I also like, I've been listening to a lot of Marvin Gaye recently, his album, and I like his song Inner City Blues. Very good. That's just a little vibe. As well as the song Views by Drake, underrated song and an underrated outro. And Sunshine by Ashake. Shout out to Ashake, bro. That album, Work of Art, is a really good album. It's really a work of art that does not get spoken about enough. I think that may wrap up for today's podcast because, man, I was so tired. Like, I could feel my eyes just closing. And I don't want to be tired for episodes, but I want to be alive and awake. Man, I don't know how this podcast is going to pan out, bro. We'll figure something out. That is going to wrap up for today's podcast. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys are doing okay, and I hope you guys are well. This is episode 5. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you follow, and make sure you stay tuned for more episodes in the future, because this is going to be uploading every Tuesday, without a doubt. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next week.